A lot of people have asked me why I wanted to go to Afghanistan. I picked up a Newsweek article about girls who are risking their lives to go to school. It was during the Taliban time, who were willing to try to sneak out and not get caught so they could get an education. And I finished reading the article and I just started crying. And I just said, if they want to learn that badly, let me be their teacher. We've lost a whole generation of teachers there because of the brain drain. Those who could leave left, and then those who were in school had to stop going to school, and then the teachers' lives were threatened. And so there is just this huge gap of teachers who have any kind of teacher training. And there are university programs and there are USAID who's helping do some teacher training, but it can't keep up with the demand. And so what I was hoping to do was to go into a particular village and work with some teachers there and train them so that they could go back and train teachers at their schools. Many, many children have no school at all. You had the fall of Taliban and everyone wants to go back to school and there's not places for them to go. So you have schools that are going in shifts, 3 and 4 shifts a day, just to try to serve all the students. There are many children sitting outside in the heat trying to learn. There are many villages who have no school at all. Many of the schools don't have books. The teaching supplies is usually a chalkboard that is really worn and a piece of chalk. Sometimes students in America think that their life is very difficult and very hard, and one of the things that I wanted to do was to expose them to a world besides their own little world. And so we decided to make a peace quilt between my school, the Dean Middle School, to the school that I was going to be working with in Afghanistan. And because of Fund for Teacher, we were able to buy supplies and materials and let the students each design quilt squares. And we put together a red, white, and blue Texas peace quilt to take to Afghanistan. I was able to present the quilt to the director, Sadiq Tawfiq, of the Phoenix School, and explain to the teachers the tradition of quilting, and they were just really amazed and they were really touched by it. And one of the things that they wanted to do was to have everyone put their hands in the center of the quilt to represent that we're all trying to make a better future for our students, whether we're here in Afghanistan or here in the States, that all of us want peace for our students and for our children and for the future. A lot of people have asked me what impact do I think this trip will make here in the States. I think with my students and even with the other teachers. And it impacts my community in so many different ways. At the most basic level within my classroom, that my students have a teacher who is fired up, very excited about what she's doing, very inspired by the people that she's met and the students that she's met. One of the things that Fund for Teachers does is it says, what do you need to keep you in, to keep you wanting to stay teaching and to continue teaching? And then teachers get to write that themselves. They get to choose the topic, and they get to stay in and stay inspired and keep going. And the thing about teachers is it doesn't take much. I mean, a pack of markers, we get really excited, you know? Very few things, very little. And so to be given, number one, the respect, and be treated from the beginning of the application all the way to the acceptance as professionals in a working field, to be able to say, we know what we need, we just need tools to get there. And then to have the support, and then of course then the actual experiences that and all that you gain from those is a phenomenal gift to teachers.